everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Chai Lai Orchid Elephant Sanctuary located about an hour and a half out of Chiang Mai, Old City. I had been following this place on Instagram for years and it was definitely on my bucket list, but I do recommend booking early because it does book up super fast. So how to get there, it's about an hour and a half outside of the old town. It was recommended by the hotel to use their drivers because sometimes using Grab or Uber, they can't really find it because it goes up a dirt road and it's long and windy and all these things. We did use their driver and it was reasonably priced. They have that included in some of their tours that you do because they have lots of different options. You don't have to go stay at the hotel. You can just simply go out for the day. They have half-day tours, full-day tours of trekking and hanging out with the elephants, which do include transport to the Chiang Mai Old City. So first, I'm going to talk about the hotel portion. In my opinion, the price is 100% worth it for the experience that you get. If you're not outdoorsy, I might not recommend it because there are a lot of creepy crawlies, so definitely at least bring bug spray. These are huts, right? We're not looking at like a luxury glamping situation. They are huts and they are beautiful and they're beautifully furnished, but there are holes in the floors and the walls about like, I don't know, this big, maybe sporadically through your hut, so they're definitely going to get in. And another tip, there is no AC, but they do have fans, so you won't need any heavy clothing. And unfortunately, I don't recommend this place for anybody who has mobility issues because it was very hard to get around, even for me who doesn't have any mobility issues. The trek to the room was quite a lot. Now, they do have different rooms located throughout the facility. They do have some that are closer to the drop-off point. So if you're able to book a room there, you won't have any issues with mobility. But if you're in the riverside rooms like we were, it was a long trek. Now you are in the middle of the jungle, so there's not a lot of options for food. So they do have a restaurant on site, which I thought was actually really delicious. It can be hit or miss sometimes when you go to hotel restaurants. They could be good, they could be but actually it was really good and really well priced. We went during happy hour, and you can buy food for the elephants too, so they will come right up to the restaurant and you can feed them like little baskets of stuff. So they have 3 different accommodation areas. The one I'll be speaking about is the riverside rooms, but they also have mountainside and garden view. Some of them are further away from the main area of the hotel, but they do offer transportation as well. Elephants will be wandering around the property, so you'll definitely see them from wherever you're staying, but they aren't wandering free. So they don't have chains or ropes or anything on them, but they are with their trainers, which I think they pronounce mahout. And if you go and you book a stay, it does not include any sort of interaction with the elephants. In some circumstances, when you book, it does include a breakfast with the elephants, so you get a breakfast, but also the elephants will come up in the morning and you can feed them breakfast as well. But as for the tours, for the swimming with the elephants, bathing them or making their food or going to see the babies or anything like that, all that would be an additional charge. And some people are going to ask about the Wi-Fi. So there is Wi-Fi available, but it's only available in the common areas. So you may not have it in your room. Another thing I want to mention about the restaurant is there were so many bugs. I don't know if it was just exceptional because of the time of the year we were there or if there was no breeze that day, but they were terrible. So I definitely recommend bringing bug spray again. And they did give you some fans that you could use to fan off the bugs and stuff, but it was a little bit annoying. But I mean, you're in the jungle. What do you expect? So I'm going to go over each tour a little bit. Some of these I did not do. I specifically did the Jungle Expedition full day, but I'm going to go over some of the other options they offer as well. So one of the tour options is called the Elephant Sanctuary Half Day. You have a half a day where you're picked up in the old town if that's where you're staying. And you can feed the elephants, you get to play with them, you get to make some medicine, and you get to bathe with them. Some people saying the elephant bathing is controversial. I don't see why it's a huge issue. The elephants were not tied up or chained up or anything like that at any point. They have their elephant leader Mahout there and they're giving you food to give to them and they're very close by in case if there's any issues, but it was just super chill. We had a little brush and you're able to brush them, so that was my experience with it. I didn't personally do this tour, but it's the same sort of thing with getting to bathe with them. We also have a jungle wisdom trek, which is 2 days and 1 night and really allows you to unplug. You're hiking through the jungle, learning survival skills, going on bamboo rafts, and staying in a local tribe homestay. So with this option, of course, you're going to be able to see the elephants and interact with them as well. They have different hikes available, waterfalls, but I mostly want to focus on the one that I did. This is available as a half day or a full day and also available as a group or a private. So we did a group, but it only ended up being one other couple and they were from Canada, so it was pretty cool. So we got to do the hike, got to go take care of the elephants, make some medicine for them, fed them lots of food. We got to go to a waterfall, go bamboo rafting, which was awesome, highly recommend, nice and relaxing. And we also got to make lunch on an open fire in the jungle, which was pretty cool. And that included pickup in the old Chiang Mai city. We didn't need it because we stayed overnight, so it included it on the way back. For more details on that, you can check out their website, Chai Lai Orchid. Again, I can't recommend that expedition enough. If you don't have the time to go and stay overnight, I highly recommend you at least take the time to do the expedition. It's 100% worth the money. It's an all-day tour. Something to know that the drives that are included in a truck like this. I'll insert a picture here. Where it is over an hour drive, and if you get motion sick, keep that in mind. On the way down, we hired a private driver because it wasn't included because we were staying the night, not doing the expedition. So it wasn't included for that portion. But yeah, so if you get motion sick, just something to keep in mind, you may want to book a private drive. So we get to feed the elephants, bathe the elephants, learning about them, seeing the babies, which was awesome. Hike to the waterfall, we got a little bit of free time to swim. Exploring the local village, learning how to make scarves. Of course, tips aren't included. When we did go to the village, there were people making like scarves and other items there that you had the option to buy. So it is good to bring a little bit of extra cash on hand just in case you'd like to buy something. And it's always questionable whether these are ethical or not, but a little bit of the behind the scenes. I really believe that Chai Lai Orchid is protecting the elephants. We learned a lot about this, and I did my research before I had gone. There are over 90 elephants there that they have rescued from riding camps. Of course, if you don't know, riding an elephant is definitely not ethical. They got to go through a lot of training, and it's not very nice, and it's very harsh. And of course, they're carrying all that weight on their back all day. We did see some when we were in Thailand. It made me really sad. But it's good to see a place like this where they are able to go and relax and enjoy their life. Yes, they have to get fed by the tourists or go for a walk, but I mean, it's not anything strenuous, and it's not harming them in any way. Is it the same as an elephant being free in the wild? No, absolutely not. I recognize that. The proceeds from everything you purchase at Chai Lai Orchid, whether that be a stay or an expedition, proceeds are going to great causes such as Daughters for Rising, which is an anti-trafficking organization. And all the people that they hire are from the local village. Honestly, the elephants did seem really happy. There was no any signs of abuse. Even the mahouts were not yelling at the elephants. They seemed to listen. Didn't seem to be any signs of harm being done. Sometimes when you see elephants, you can see the marks around their ankles. If there were any signs, they were definitely very old scars from when they were at the previous riding camps. But they all seemed very happy and healthy. They do have the option to hire a photographer. We didn't do that. My boyfriend was with me, so he just took photos, and I took photos of him, and then guide was able to take pictures for us as well. So we did go for that option, but there is an option there if you're going for a special reason, or if you just want to get the shots for the gram, you could definitely hire a photographer as well. If you're planning a trip here, keep in mind about the wet season and the burning season. March to May is the dry season, and it's going to be very hot, and the river is going to be low. June to October is the rainy season, so make sure to bring some boots or bring a coat. November to February is their cold season, and they say to bring extra clothing during that time because it can be quite cold and there is no heating in the bamboo houses. Keep in mind too that burning season is from January to April, so the air quality isn't going to be great. A lot of people actually have to wear masks during that time, so it might be best to avoid it during that time. So if you're looking for an ethical elephant sanctuary to go to where you can get that full experience, you can fully immerse yourself in, you can stay there, you can eat there, you can hang out with the elephants, I highly recommend Chai Lai Orchid. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment below if you guys have gone or if you plan on going. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye, guys.